I know, that's scary. Okay, I know, I just blew your ears out. Yeah. Okay, so we're sitting in Kitchener, and I just realized I'm missing a day in video. So, we're going to fill it in. We're going to make it up, and we're going to put this in now. Because I had nothing, obviously. So, technically, this is before I come to Kitchener to get back in the truck. I'm going to get my... Ole, 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 ole. Yeah, Ottawa beat Montreal. I know. Okay, so... just had to throw that in there. Okay, so I thought... And I know thinking is a very dangerous thing to do. So I thought I'd go over some Q&A. I know you guys like, some of you like the Q&A. So I thought this would be a good time to do it. Gotta adjust this. Okay, so we gotta put this, and I don't know where my little stand is. Well, I gotta find my stand. Alright, I found my stand. Told you that would only take like a split second. Alright, so I thought we'd go over some Q&A. So I gotta look over here because the computer's over here and you guys are over here, but I gotta look over here. So it's not like I'm not paying attention to you because I gotta look over here. Okay. Because I gotta do the questions for you guys, but the question, yeah, okay, whatever. This one comes from Adam Rudder. Okay. Hey there, I'm curious about how do you get home after traveling across the country? You drive there? Oh no. Anyway, okay, so let's get serious. I'm just about to get into the business and I'm just curious how the home time works and how exactly you get home. You drive there? Do you need to park a car somewhere where they... Oh, I can't read the whole thing here. Let's go. Where is it? I lost it. How did I lose it? That's not right. I know, I just kabackled the first question. Oh, we better pause that. Guess we better go to the video. See, because it only shows so much on my email. Do you need to park a car somewhere where they drop you off? They don't drop me off. I'm driving the truck. How do they drop me off? Or how exactly does it go down? It goes down. We're going to go down. I know I'm in a weird mood today. Leave me alone. Okay, so I'm not even going to read the rest because, like, you're confusing the crap out of me, Adam. I don't know how old you are or what you're doing, but anyway, if you work, you should know. You drive. You get there. Boom. You go home. You drive back. Okay, so depending on what kind of trucking job you have. You have an over-the-road job like I do. See, I said it in earlier videos, guys. You got to pay attention, okay? When you're looking for a job, a driving job, try to get on with a company that's either A, close to your home, B, that has a lane going through your home, or very close to it. Otherwise, you will have a hard time getting home. I've said this countless of times. You people need to listen to me. In my case, okay, they let me take the truck home, okay, for 80% of the time, 90% of the time. The other times, like this last time off, the truck needed to go in for a DOT inspection. It expired April 30th, and it was, April 27th? So there was no taking the truck home. But I keep a car here in the yard, which makes it easier. Now, if I didn't have a car here, then I would have had to wait for them to do the DOT inspection and then take my time off at home. It would have been a nightmare. So, or jump on a bus, jump on a train, get in with another driver going that way. I always recommend have a car. That's what I do. I got a car here. If you can afford one, obviously. If you can't afford a second car, well then, so be it. But then, don't complain and bitch when you're working for a company that's 1,000 miles away where the terminal is, and your home, there's 1,000 miles and you can't get home or whatever. Okay? So you got to find a job in a company that runs near where you live so that you can get home. If they have customers there, whatever, or if it's a lane. Like, a lot of guys here live between here and Windsor. Okay? And that's a major corridor for Celadon, between Kitchener and Windsor. So it's okay for them because they can grab a load and go home, sit at home for 36, and then carry on, etc. So that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, home time's not a big deal. I mean, you go home. You drive there. You get in your car and you go home. Or if you're with a company that lets you take the truck home, then you take the truck home. Usually you have to take a load that way. Usually you don't run empty. So there you go. So we'll move on to the next question because we've taken up enough time for this one. We have. Okay, so John Marshall says, interesting video, Jerry. How about a new video on HOS in the US since they passed those new rules? Well, actually, the new rules haven't taken effect yet anyways. And I'll probably do something on that. It's not that difficult, okay? I mean, come on, guys. The rules really have not changed that much. It's pretty plain English, easy to understand. You got to take a 30-minute break within your first 8 hours. That's not very difficult, okay? And that's it. You got to take that. Boom. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. What's the big deal? In Europe, they have to take a 30-minute break after 5 hours, okay? So, anyway, and I'm not saying this against you, John. This is just in general. People ask me this question all the time, and it's like, come on, man. It's not that difficult. 34-hour reset. It's not that difficult either. But it is a bit of a pain in the ass for you guys that like to run nights. I do agree, okay? It is stupid in a lot of ways. But, hey, leave it to the infinite wisdom of the DOT, or the FMCSA, I should say, that came up with that stupid rule. And again, it's plain English. You have to take 2 rest periods between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. How do you explain that even more? It's simple. Okay, when you start your 34 hours off, make sure you start it before 1 a.m. And then you got to go to 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. periods. Not a big deal because 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. the next day is 24 hours. Then you got to do another 12. Okay, so that's like 1 p.m. So it's not that difficult. You can get the 2 in. Of course, depending on when you start. If you start at 9 p.m. at night, 8 p.m. Now, if you start your 34-hour reset, you do your delivery and you're done at like 9 a.m. in the morning, well, then you're going to be sitting for 48. So, it's just the way it goes. There's nothing you can do about it. Kibitching, whining, kapuching, whatever, it's not going to do anything, okay? And I hate to say it, but American drivers, you didn't get up and do something about it. You had your opportunity and nobody did anything. And don't say, oh, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it. I can't do anything about it. I'm a Canadian citizen, okay? I can't do nothing about your hours of service. Our hours of service are just fine. They're not changing our hours of service. They're changing your hours of service for in the U.S., okay? And the only people that could have done something about it are the U.S. drivers. And unfortunately, not enough of them did anything. Y'all sat on your asses and did nothing. And that's the simple, hard truth about it. Don't say, oh, well, I didn't know where to go, and they didn't tell us what to do, and this and that. What? You're a child? You need to have your hand held? My God, all you had to do was write your congressman. How hard is that? And complain about it. And FMCSA had a website to go to and had a mailing address for you to send in comments. And it had a comment period at several different places. Nobody showed up. Nobody sent anything in. They had a total of 50,000 responses out of how many drivers? Come on now. Anyway, so you guys get what you get. Nobody stood up and said anything, so y'all waiting for everyone else to do the job for you, and meanwhile you just sat in your trucks and drove and said, oh, but somebody else is going to do it. But they didn't. So, there you go. Anyways, there's not much of a video I can do on it, John. It's pretty straightforward. 30-minute break within your first 8 hours, and you have to take a rest period that includes 2 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. periods. It's not that difficult. Alrighty. So, next question comes from Born to Fly AU. So I made that comment last time about the 5 hours. You take 30-minute rest break after 5. That's in Australia. Because he mentions it here. Okay, so can you please tell me how long are you allowed to drive in one continuous session before you are required to take a break, and how long do you need to rest? In Oz, which is Australia, basically, it is 5 hours and you need to take a half hour. Okay, so right now you don't need to take any breaks. Okay, you can, it's 11 hours. Plain and simple. You're supposed to do tire checks every few hours, but nobody ever does. And they don't enforce it. So, however, if you put a straight line from the start of your driving and 11 hours later, they're going to look at you really hard and they're going to find something and you're going to get a ticket. But yeah, they're coming out with that. Supposedly in July is when the new rules are supposed to take effect. And you're supposed to take a 30-minute break within your first 8 hours. Not after 8 hours, before the 8 hours, you're supposed to take at least a 30-minute break. Not very hard to do. Stop for lunch. There, you got your 30-minute break. So, pretty simple. Okay, Peter Gurin says, does Celadon allow power inverters? I didn't think you have an APU, so is everything you use 12 volt? Yeah, pretty much everything I've got is 12 volt. TV, cooking utensils, except for my one fry pan thingamabobber. It's not 12 volt. But the new trucks, not this one. Well, this one's got a heating unit in it, but doesn't have the AC unit in it. But all the new trucks, which there's a couple of them out there you can see. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's one over there. Okay, see that truck there with that top window? Okay, that's one of the new trucks, okay? I don't have one of those ones. And actually, pretty much all of those trucks over there, well, not that one. 6411, whatever that is there. That one there, it doesn't have it. But a lot of the trucks, well, you can see, here we go. See the little black grill at the bottom? Looks like you've got 3 windows there, right? Looks like a top window, middle window, bottom window. Well, that bottom one's not a window. That's actually a grill. And that's where the heating cooling unit sits, okay? It's like it's an AC unit. Ow, itchy ear. Okay, that's, and they work. They're not the greatest, but they work. It'll keep you cool enough that you can sleep in the truck at night. Those trucks have like 8 batteries in them to run those units because they're electrical. Or electric powered. They're not motor powered. So basically, and the trucks have auto start in them. So what that is if the batteries get too low, then the truck will automatically start, charge up the batteries, and then there you go. So they're actually not bad. We do, some guys run small inverters. You can run up to probably a 700 watt inverter through the cigarette lighter. I don't recommend it because there's just not enough juice coming out of the cigarette lighter type deal, or the DC units, or whatever you want to call them there in the wall, the plug-ins. There's just not enough wattage coming out of there. So I've got a 400 watt inverter that I sometimes use. I've pretty much converted everything now back over to 12 volt. You guys remember my older videos, my older truck, everything was 12 volt. My TV, or not 12 volt, regular, 110, TV, everything. I had the microwave, the fridge, actual fridge in the truck, but it was all running off that big 1800 watt inverter. That was hardwired in, but Celadon doesn't allow it, and the reason is because too many guys didn't have the inverters put in properly by the garage or by our maintenance department, and trucks caught on fire. Why? Because guys were improperly installing them. Now there are a few guys that do have some of the bigger inverters, but what they do is, and Celadon doesn't say it because it's not hardwired in, is they've got it set up so that the cord comes out their side bunk door on the bottom. And what they do is they lift off the battery cover thingy, and they clamp them on, go in the truck, cook their dinner on their microwave, get out, unclamp it, close it all up, and they're done. So that's one way of doing it. To me, that's just a lot of hoo-ha for nothing, but I may go to that idea. I've seen a couple guys do it, and it's actually not a bad idea. Just I got too much stuff in the truck already, and I'm doing pretty good. Oh, and that's my low battery warning, which means I'll have no power in a second. Isn't that nice? So we're gonna go start the truck because we've got no power. And just like that, the truck is running. Yeah, so we're gonna just charge up the battery for a little bit because we had the overhead light here going. We've been pretty much sitting here. We had our kettle going earlier. And the truck sat all night, didn't run, and my cooler was running. So I tell you what, though, I had to put on the heater this morning. Holy frick, she was chilly. Okay, Peter also asks, I'm concerned about the AC deal. The cold I can handle. See, a lot of guys just don't understand. We've got heating units in the trucks. They work really good. You get a better sleep with the truck off anyways, trust me. Although you do need to get used to being able to sleep while the truck runs, because when the batteries get low, if it gets below -1 Celsius, now I don't know what the temperature is in the US, okay? It's just below freezing. The trucks will idle. If it gets hotter than 20 Celsius, which I think is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, in Fahrenheit scale, the trucks will idle. So for AC, okay? really, and they've got side windows. There's good ventilation. Get yourself a little fan like I have here. Okay. I don't use it very often, and like I said, the new trucks have the cooling unit anyway, so I don't know how nice that is or not nice that is. I don't know. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so VMASSV. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. It says, a friend gave me the GPS navigation system. He's talking about the Rand McNally, just so you know. And I would like to know if I can use this as a car GPS navigation. Well, yes, of course you can. Just go into the settings tab and take it out of truck GPS and put it into car. That's the nice thing about Randy. You can switch it between car and truck. And you can change the POIs, which is all your little icons on the screen that tell you where the hotels, restaurants, gas stations, etc. are. You have the car ones, the regular ones, and then you have the truck ones. You can turn them on and off however you want, or you can leave them all on. It's up to you. Or you can put it on ones, you can select which ones you want to have show on the map. So it's really good. And there's other things. It shows banks, it shows landmarks, it shows all kinds of crap. So you just got to go in there. It's your. So there you go. That was pretty simple one answer, wasn't it? Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so now this is not as much of a Q&A. I want to go back on this one thing about Amanda Berry. Okay, you guys saw me post the link, and there was a couple of people that were defending the 911 operator. Okay, because I made a comment, and I thought I think this 911 operator should be reprimanded in some way or form, and needs to go for retraining. Basically, he was in a hurry to get off the phone. He, she, whatever. I don't care who the hell it was. Okay. The caller, Amanda Berry, called stating that she had been kidnapped for the past 10 years and had just escaped. And his response is basically, we're going to get a car out to you after a few questions, blah, blah, blah. We'll get a car out to you as soon as we have one available. And then he wants to get off the phone. I'm sorry. Protocol, you need to stay on the phone with the caller. Anything to do with kidnapping, assaults, rapes, home invasions, shootings, things like that, you're supposed to stay on the phone with the caller. And he didn't. He broke protocol. He got off the phone. What would have happened had that individual who had kidnapped her gotten back, seen her, gone over, re-kidnapped her, and done some harm to her? Okay? You would have never known about it. At least if you were on the phone with her, you could, because she was hysterical to begin with, or getting hysterical. She was very upset, apparently. Your job is to calm her down. So, but he didn't do that. They didn't do that. And the person who's defending them, you need to reevaluate it. This wasn't just oh, my cat is stuck in the tree call. Okay? It was the severity level was much higher than that. So, but anyways, we're not going to go too much on about that one. So, I just wanted to bring that up. There you go. Oh, okay, so now, guys, just so you know, I started up the BigRigTalk Gaming Facebook page, okay? I just did it because we were getting some posts on, and I was even doing it, okay? And BigRigTalk Facebook page is supposed to be for the trucking, etc. And there goes the truck stopped. I forgot to pay attention there. It's supposed to be for trucking and whatnot, so I started the gaming page for you guys, for your gamers. I'll put the link below, or try to remember to put the link below. You guys, if you want to, it's all about gaming, just talking about gaming. Yeah, European Truck Simulator, or Euro Truck Simulator, Farming Simulator, whatever, any games. You guys want to talk about gaming? That's the channel or the page to go to. So, go there. Alrighty, on a final note, and I just dumped my laundry here because I wanted to get it out. I got to fold it and put it away. I know you guys probably can't even hear me, can you? I want to show you something. Where the hell is it? There it is. Okay, so the t-shirts have arrived, okay? I got my t-shirt here. Just haven't put it on today. So, you can see it's got BigRigTalk with a little truck on the front. And on the back, it's got the Flamingo BigRigTalk, okay? So the t-shirts are in. Yeah, I know. Why did I pick a Flamingo? I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. That's what I wanted. I wanted something different. I didn't want to just put a plain old truck on the back, so... At any rate, okay, so go to the website, BigRigTalk.com. You'll see t-shirt tab. Just go click on it. There's even a link for it on the front page, okay? You guys can purchase them. Now I know what you guys are going to say. Holy crap, that's expensive. Actually, it's not. The t-shirts are 25 bucks, okay? They're a nice t-shirt for the summer. And basically what it is, the price I've put up there includes shipping, okay? So, and I know some of you are going to say, oh, that seems a little expensive for shipping. Well, actually, it's not. I've got the receipt here somewhere. I can show you. Just shipping within, Canada, US is minimum $10 because it's got to go small packet. I can't send it regular letter post because it's not a letter, number one, and it's just a little too thick in the envelope to fit in the letter post. So they charge me small packet, and anyone who lives in Canada knows Canada Post charges a fortune. So it's like $10.35 just for that alone. Sending over to Europe, now the last packet I sent to UK cost me like $18. Okay, I know it's ridiculous, but it's airmail. I can get it cheaper, but it's going to take upwards of 6 weeks to get there. I don't think you want to wait that long for your shirts. So plus the time it takes between me getting home and whatnot and packaging them up and mailing them out. So anyways, the shirts are in. We're getting low already, but we're going to put another order in. So just go ahead and place your order. The sizes are all up there, up to 5X. And we'll treat it as a back order. If I see enough orders coming in of sizes I don't have, I'm just going to go ahead and place another order anyways. And I'll up the order to get more in. And, we'll fill the orders. It only takes like 2 weeks for the stuff to come in. And then we'll ship them out right away. So yeah, like for Europe and whatnot, I think we've got the price at $40 including shipping. And like I said, regular it's 25 bucks for the shirt plus the shipping. I'm only charging 15 for Europe, so I'm actually losing $3. And 10 bucks for Canada, USA. And there are some spots, Canada, USA, where the shipping's actually more than 10 bucks. But I'm just eating the cost on that, and because I'm not making much profit on these guys. I'm not making any at all hardly. I'm covering my cost is what I'm trying to do. Just because I'm not ordering in huge bulk order to get the shirt super, super cheap. But I am working on a cheaper price, so don't worry about it. We might eventually get it. So, anyways, yeah, go to the website, guys. T-shirts are up. You guys were asking for them, so I went and got them. There you go.